Hey everyone, it's Thursday. I had meant to do this video book review on Tuesday and life got in the way. You know what? I felt like I was just slogging along. You know how you do that? You go day by day, slogging along through mud, through muck, through everything. And why? Why does that happen? Well, today we're going to talk a little bit about that. I'm going to share a book, How Remarkable Women Lead, and it's by Joanna, Barsh, and Susie, Cranston. I read it a while ago, and I really found it insightful. I found it helpful, and I decided that it had to be the first business book that I would do in my series of Time for Books. And this is Yvonne DeVita, lipsticking.com. And we're going to talk about how remarkable women lead. Basically today, women are out getting things done. This is not to say we weren't out getting things done 20, 30, 40 years ago, because we were. I was one of those women many years ago who was out there determined to have women and women's issues noticed, because women are the real architects of society. You'll see me write that, you'll see me talk about that, and you'll see me say that was Harriet Beecher Stowe. How long ago was that? In the 1800s. And women have always been out there getting things done, whether they were recognized for it or not. So the How Remarkable Women Lead, of course, attracted me because of the title. And the concept here is that women who are remarkable do certain things. Can you become remarkable if you are not remarkable today? Absolutely. But I believe all women are remarkable in some way or another. I really enjoyed the book because I not just want to be a remarkable woman, but I want to recognize other remarkable women, and I want to do that on this blog and this site. So you'll be seeing some interviews and some things like that with remarkable women, primarily baby boomers. That is the focus here at lipsticking.com, nurturing big ideas from baby boomer women. Now, in the breakthrough model for work and life, How Remarkable Women Lead, let me share with you a few things. I have a few pages that I'm going to read from because it's just important. It's just necessary for us, whoever we are, women, men, young or old. It doesn't matter what age you are, but it's necessary to really think about why we're doing things. Really stop slogging along from day to day. And so in the introduction, I underlined a few things that I think are really important. It says here, before long, we, the authors, found ourselves drawn increasingly to factors that lie beyond traditional approaches to management and professional development, to newer ideas about how emotional, spiritual, and physical well-being, a deep connection to the work itself and to one's colleagues, how joy creates the conditions for successful leadership. There's a lot of discussion about this concept on the internet, in women's circles, in leadership circles. Leadership is not standing in front of a group of people and telling them what to do. It's building partnerships, it's building groups, it's building ways to successfully implement and succeed at a task in a business or in a cause. And these ladies did a lot of research. So this is based on research from the Centered Leadership project. I'll write about that in the blog so that you can have a link and maybe go visit it if you want. I mean, this is where I got my opening statement, page 22. Without meaning, work is a slog between weekends. How many of us have been there? I've been there. When I was an employee, I was a very bad employee. Got my work done, brought a lot of innovative ideas to the table, was always eager to help and improve and do more, but was rarely allowed to do that. And I will tell you, whether anyone cares to believe me or not, it was primarily because I was a woman. The men in the group, I was the only woman often, so the men in the group were supported, their ideas were supported, and some of them took my ideas and changed them a little and represented them, and they were taken more seriously. And I remember that. And I remember getting frustrated, and that's what led to my becoming an entrepreneur and starting to look at, gee, if this is happening to me, is this happening to other women also? I will tell you that my mom was an entrepreneur, and in the 60s, that was very unusual. She started a corner grocery store. It was hers. Yes, my stepfather had to sign the papers at the bank, but it was my mother's business. And man, she was good at it, and she got the kids involved, and we can talk about that sometime. But today, let's get on with our How Remarkable Women Lead, because there is more for me to read, and I want to really entice you to pick this book up. We're going to talk about it a couple more times, but today, you know, on page 70, they're talking about an interview with two women, and the chapter is called A Matter of Framing. So the introduction for the chapter, there's a fairly long quote from Julia Gillard, Prime Minister of Australia, and it says, "If you worry about everything that can go wrong, you would never do anything. You've got to be able to focus on the things that really matter and not lose too much sleep on the rest. No one is fully immune from what others say. We're all herd creatures." That's really a phenomenal thing to think about there. Herd creatures. We operate in a herd or tribe mentality. And so the authors went on to talk about interviews with two women who had a business. I'm not going to get into that. You can read the book and find out more about that. But I underlined this part here, that the two women had different ways of approaching life and leadership. And the authors asked, why did the two women react so differently? Martin Seligman spent years researching that answer and concluded that our optimism or pessimism depends on how we view reality through three lenses: permanence, pervasiveness, and personal control. Did you see a setback as temporary, or did you see it as permanent? Did you perceive the outcome as specific to the situation, or did you believe that it reflected a pervasive problem? Did you view the cause as external, or did you assume that the causes were under your personal control, they were your fault? That was powerful to me, because women do that. We're taught from a young age that we shouldn't shake the tree. We're taught that we shouldn't speak too loudly or be too much in the front row. We should sit in the back. We should be supportive. We should take care of other people. And we do. We're not taught enough, or we were not in the past taught enough self-confidence. And we were not taught that, yes, you can sit in the front row, you can be supportive, you can do what needs to be done, and you don't have to be a shrew, for lack of a better word. So today I want to, again, how remarkable women lead, the breakthrough model for work and life. We're going to talk more about this again. I'm going to read some more from it. Real insights and actionable ideas, absolutely. Talk more about that next week. This is Yvonne DeVita. You've been listening to and watching Time for Books at lipsticking.com.